Westgate Mall in Nairobi, triggering a siege that lasted for 4 days and left several dead and many more missing. We continue to mourn those who lost their lives. We also celebrate the men and women who selflessly risked their lives to ensure their brothers and sisters came out alive or got the necessary support to pull through after injuries. We also pray for the survivors. This is KTN Weekend at 1, and my name is Najima Ismail. Moving on, Machakos County Senator Johnston Muthama now wants National Intelligence Service Director General Michael Gishangi and Criminal Investigation Department Director Ndegwa Muhoro to be taken to task for their failures to foil last Saturday's attack on the Westgate shopping mall. Muthama is now calling for the resignation of intelligence boss Michael Gishangi. The senator spoke in Matungulu, where he was campaigning for Stephen Mule of Wiper Party, who's vying for the position of Member of Parliament.
Ndugu yangu Gishangi, nasema ndugu yangu Muhoro, nasema ndugu yangu msimamizi wa jeshi letu la taifa, hamuongei lugha ngumu mkiwa pamoja ambayo inaweza kuwashinda kupanga mipango ya kuzuia hatari ya Kenya. Munaweza kuelewana kwa haraka sana. Kwa hivyo wakati umefika mtu kubeba msalaba wake, na kama tumetoa pesa ya kitengo cha usalama ya kupepeleza na kuona kwamba maharamia wale nduli nunda wala watu wanapatikana haraka iwezekanavyo na wameshindwa, mimi namuomba Gishangi afunge virago aende nyumbani. Wanawake wa Kenya bado wanasaa, watoto wanaweza kulinda taifa hili.
Nairobi Women Representative in the National Assembly, Rachel Shebesh, has called on the country to remain united, even in the wake of increased terror activities in various parts of the country. Speaking in Kiambu County, Shebesh said the terror activities should not be linked to Islamic religion, but on individuals and terror organizations like the Al-Shabaab and the Al-Qaeda. The Member of Parliament also called on speedy investigations on the Westgate Mall attack. She also raised concern over reports that a section of security agents in the country knew of the attack and failed to take preventive measures.
This attack, which we are told there was, and why not enough measures were taken, why there are some people who knew that Westgate was not a safe place to be and others did not know. That is what we are calling upon the government to speedily tell Kenyans, because this is a government of accountability and transparency.
Somebody somewhere slept on his job or her job. Now that's why I'm asking the president to act without sympathy. Because if it is intelligence people who are not working, and if they ever reported and the person who was reported to never acted, I think it is the highest time that one must face the sack.
We now join our reporter Ian Wafula, who is at the Westgate shopping mall, and he tells us what is happening there. Ian?
Hello, Najma. Just like you said, it is exactly 1 week since the Westgate attack. And now I am a few meters away from the Westgate, where we have leaders who are meeting for prayers outside Nakumatt, UK. We do have the president of Global Peace Initiative, that is Dr. A.K. Paul in Kenya. He is popular for stopping Terry Jones. If you remember, in 2010, Terry Jones, who is an American pastor, had threatened to ban over 200 Qurans, and this was going to be a major blow to the Christian and Muslim relations. So he's actually here accompanied by, we have Peter Njau, who is a senior bishop at the Joy Miracle Center. We also have a Hindu cleric by the name Swaran Varma. And as we speak, they're currently conducting prayers just a few meters from the Westgate. And one thing that has hindered them from gathering in large numbers is that police have said there is no gathering of more than 15 people. So if I can count for you, we have around 8 bishops and other leaders from various churches who are praying at the moment. Also, if I can just tell you a bit of what is going on inside the Westgate, there is a booth where people are coming in with IDs and logbooks to collect their cars. It also seems like they are still recovering bodies, as we have ambulances on standby. Basically, Najma, that is what is going on at Westgate right now, and I must say that security is still very tight.
If I could just ask you one more question before we wind up, Ian, is what is the security situation there? Can you see our troops there? And what is the turnout? Is it open to the Wananchi, the prayer meeting, or?
Just like at the prayer meeting, the police have clarified that not more than 15 people can be in a gathering. So members of the public were not able to attend this meeting because of that rule. And the security is still very, very tight. We have lorries carrying the KDF officers. We have the regular police around. And also the common Mwananchi are not allowed near the waste gate. They can only come a few meters outside for those who are collecting their cars. And the cars are being driven from inside to the booth by the police and not by the regular Mwananchi.
Well, thank you very much. Ian Wafula there on the ground at the Westgate Mall where they're conducting a prayer meeting. Moving on, transport along Nyahururu-Nakuru Road was paralyzed for hours after a fuel tanker skidded, blocking the road. The tanker carrying diesel almost overturned at Viewpoint area of Subukia Valley. The truck burst into flames shortly after the accident occurred. It took residents of Subukia area over 2 hours to put out the fire. The lorry, which blocked both lanes, left motorists stranded for the better part of the day as they waited for it to be moved. According to eyewitnesses, though, the truck was headed towards Nyahururu town when the brakes failed. Police had a difficult time as they tried to prevent curious residents from rushing into the scene, as it was suspected that some of them wanted to tap the fuel. Motorists were rerouted to the Ol Kalu-Nuduru road as police worked to clear the road.
Aliona itaingilika pande ya chini, akajaribu kuiongeza kwa ukuta kosa kwa maana ikaanza kuwaka tanki moja.
Well, our reporter Angel Katusia is at the Milimani Law Courts and she tells us what is happening there. Angel.
Yes, Najima. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Angel. So what's happening at the Milimani Law Courts?
There is a closed-door meeting which is being attended by High Court judges from across the country and is being chaired by the Chief Justice Willie Mutunga. The meeting is said to have started around 9 a.m. this morning. We are not yet sure what the agenda of the meeting is, but we will be following events from here. We want to see whether the CJ will be able to address the media after the closed-door meeting. The Chief Justice is said to have been in another private meeting at the Fairview Hotel, just a few meters from the Milimani Law Court, where he was seen accompanied by the communication consultant of the Chief Justice Office, that is Komchesi Makoa.
And Angel, is there a possibility that this meeting might have something to do with the leaked emails concerning the Chief Registrar Gladys Bosholai?
We cannot confirm that because the CJ has not talked to the media, neither the judges have not talked to the media. But of course, looking at the events surrounding the Judicial Service Commission and the Chief Registrar Gladys Sholei, there is also another issue of the battle pitting the Chief Justice and the Chief Registrar over the leaked mails that indicated that Chief Justice Willie Mutunga could be plotting an exit point for Sholei. And also another issue of judges of appeals have refused to vacate their premises, that is the Supreme Court building, to their new premises in Upper Hill. There are a number of issues surrounding the CJ, which we will be expecting him to address either today. Whether he will be addressing, we are not very sure, but we will be following up events for you and we will be informing you in our subsequent bulletins.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Angel Katusia there at the Milimani Law Courts where there's a closed-door meeting. Moving on, the Standard Group has pledged to provide county governments with support in their efforts to implement their development goals. Group CEO Sam Sholei pledged his support while in Machakos, where he paid a courtesy call on the Machakos County Governor Dr. Alfred Mutua. Sholei was accompanied by the Managing Director Broadcasting Services Joe Munene, Commercial Director Irene Kimani, Regional Commercial Manager Grace Cabis, and the Eastern Commercial Team Leader Stephen Mumo. The CEO expressed optimism that the county governments will bring transformation and address the myriad problems facing their residents, which include unemployment. He praised Dr. Mutua for his clarity and vision for the people of Machakos, especially his ambitious programs to ensure food security. On his part, Mutua said his government will partner with the Standard Media Group in efforts to change the lives of the residents of Machakos County. The governor reiterated that information is a powerful key to development and urged the media to help mobilize the people in order to attain their development goals.
And the proximity to the city of Nairobi is very, very inspiring. We know that some of the thoughts that you've shared with us today and you're not yet ready to reveal are going to be transformational and are going to be inspiring for this country. We as the Standard Group will provide you with total support to make sure that as your vision and as you work to implement, and I like what you said, that you don't want to be a talking county, you want to be a county that implements with plan 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're really looking forward. Your clarity of vision, even as you assumed office, encouraged us that really, for the first time, we have leaders now going to the counties that are really going to bring the transformation.
Well, Kenyan top authors were feted in the prestigious Burt Awards 2013 held last night at a Nairobi hotel. Celebrated Standard journalist Tony Mochama, also known as the Smita, was honored for his book Meet Them Titas. Mochama, known for his literary works published weekly in the popular Friday Pulse magazine, scooped the third prize that included a 430,000 shilling cash award, besides having his book published and some of his copies bought by the organizers. The National Book Council of Kenya, Dr. Agwin Zotieno, got his minutes of fame by scooping the top award with a cash prize of 774,000 for his title A Taste of Fame. The Burt Awards for Literature are sponsored by a Canadian philanthropist, Bill Burt, and administered by the National Book Council of Kenya.
Eric will take home a cash prize of 602,000 shillings. Big hands really. First runner-up for the Burt Award for African Literature. And I
submitted for the first Burt Awards, but it didn't make it. So I just improved on it and submitted it again. So I feel very honored to have it, because it has won this prestigious award.
Inspiration comes when you write. Don't wait for inspiration, then you sit down to write. Sometimes by just holding the pen, inspiration itself comes, and you find the pen just gliding over the pages.
So I really hope this Meet the Umtitas. I hope especially younger readers are going to read it and identify with this family, because it's an authentic Kenyan family with all the problems. Everything. It's a very real story, yet it's a fun story.
If maybe we announce that KU, a student who comes out with the best book, will give them maybe even 300, not leave alone this bigger money, but even 200,000. Those students would work so hard, even 100,000. So I think even at our level, universities, and I think I will also, now that I'm encouraged by being here, I think I will start some of these things so that we can see more students.
Well, congratulations, Smita. We now take a short commercial break.